Hello everyone, my name is Kiva and I teach people how to achieve the luxe look for less. So everyone wants to do a DIY project, but what DIY projects are worth it? Well, in today's video, we're talking about 6 easy and affordable DIY home upgrades that are guaranteed to increase the value of your home, plus they look super good. Before we get into today's video though, please don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and check me out on Instagram. And I do want to thank Benjamin Moore for sponsoring today's video, but I'll tell you a little bit more about them later on. Let's get into it. One of my favorite DIY home upgrades is adding in some decorative molding. So I don't mean that really crazy accent wall. You can do that too, and that might increase the value, but I'm talking about the picture rail, the crown molding, all of those little details, all of that trim that really makes the space feel more sophisticated. These projects really increase the value of your home because it shows that you went just the extra mile. It's not just contractor grade. It's not just textbook. It adds a really nice decorative touch. Think about the luxury homes you've been in. They always have the really nice decorative molding because it really carries your design style upward. You hear me talk about this all the time. We want your design style not to just exist in your furniture. You don't just want to see it in your art. Every single part of your house should really speak to the home's design style, and molding is a great way to reify that. This is an easy DIY home upgrade because all you have to do is run to your local hardware store, get some lumber, and start going. You don't even have to do it with traditional lumber. You can use MDF and so many other things. And pretty much for these projects, you need the lumber or whatever it is you're using, some liquid nails, some nails, and a nice miter saw. You don't need too many materials. You don't have to be the DIY queen or king. You can figure out how to do this using some YouTube videos, and I'm telling you, people are going to absolutely love how it looks in your space. When you're choosing your decorative molding, you just have to think about what is the style of my home? What does the outside of my home say? What does the interior of my home say with the flooring and the paint and all of that good stuff? And then make sure that you choose the molding that reflects that. As I said earlier, I wouldn't necessarily put in one of those wacky accent walls, especially with the wood. One, it's expensive and it's really easy to hit some things behind the wall that you don't actually want to hit. Plus, they're kind of going out of style. So we want to make sure you can sell your home, so we want to do things that are definitely evergreen. Now, the next DIY home upgrade that is definitely going to increase the value of your home is painting. So painting is something that really takes a home super far. Anytime I work with a new design client, I say, we gotta paint. And you're like, paint? It's not gonna do that much. Do I need a new sofa? Do I need a new rug? No, you need some new paint. Paint has the power to change the entire way the room feels. Darker paint might make it feel more sultry or more gloomy. Yellow paint might make it feel a lot more warm or something like that. It's all about your design style, how you want the space to feel. If you want the space to feel larger or smaller, paint holds so much power. Paint not only holds power in how it makes you feel, it is actually correlated with how your home sells when it is actually time to sell your home. Here's a fun fact. According to Zillow, if you paint your front door a dark color, it is actually likely to sell for $6,000 more as compared to a lighter color. It's such a simple thing. It's such a quick and easy 1 day or honestly like 5-hour DIY that can really impact how much your home is going to sell when it comes time to move on to the next place. In fact, I did a nice little DIY paint home upgrade recently, and again, I want to thank Benjamin Moore for sponsoring today's video. So you guys hear me go on and on about Benjamin Moore all of the time because they are the authority when it comes to paint. They not only have the best paint on the market, and that is my passionate opinion, you've heard me say this before, but they have over 3,500 unique colors to choose from. So no matter what you're looking for, they have a unique color for you. Plus, if you're kind of wavering on what your color is going to be, you can use their color portfolio app to actually find out what color will work on your home in your home from the comfort of your home. Plus, if you find a Benjamin Moore paint color that you love and you want to try it out, you can actually buy it online on Benjamin Moore's e-commerce website and have those paint samples shipped to your home. You don't even have to leave your own space. I recently got our home changed because we had these brown, gray, dark walls, and it always felt so gloomy in here because you know how it rains here in Pittsburgh. I wanted to be bright and white, so of course I chose my favorite paint color, Super White by Benjamin Moore. In our entryway, we had all of the beautiful white white doors, but you know me. Our style is contemporary and modern, and I wanted to take it to the next level. So I decided to pick up some of Benjamin Moore's Regal Select paint in the color Black Onyx. In terms of finish, we went with the pearl because we wanted something that was glossy and durable to hold up to all of the wear and tear that we have in our household. This project was super simple because the paint is such high quality. I took a few hours to do my first coat, my second coat, and that was it. There were no imperfections. It was so swift and easy. I'm telling you guys, when I did this project before, when I painted this door this gray, I had to do 5 coats of another paint color, of another paint brand, and honestly, it never looked perfect. This is the door of my dreams, and it was such a slight change, but it really makes our entire home feel cohesive and not just like, we painted it white for a blank slate. We're really reifying that we have a contemporary black and white home, and a paint helped to really uphold that. I'm so excited for this blank slate we have. If you want to try some Benjamin Moore paint yourself, be sure to click the link down in the description box to head over to the Benjamin Moore website and order your paint samples straight to your home. You can even order your larger orders of paint online. You just have to go to your local store to pick them up. The next easy DIY home upgrade that is guaranteed to increase the value of their home is to add a closet system. So I don't know about you, but that's one of the worst things about traveling, right? You go to this hotel and they give you like 3 hangers and you're like, where am I gonna put my clothes? And then for some reason they don't have a steamer or an iron. So you're standing in the shower, holding up your shirt, hoping the wrinkles will fall out. Well, that happens to a lot of people in their own homes. It's the absolute worst. So adding a closet system really improves the general quality of life in your space. Sure, this video is about increasing the value of your home when it comes to money, but it honestly is also about increasing the value of your home as you live in it from day to day, because you should have a pleasant experience in your home every single day. It shouldn't be a space that you tolerate. It should be a space that is perfectly tailored to you and your needs. Adding a closet system is such an easy upgrade. All you have to do is go to a place like IKEA or the Container Store and pick up one of their closet systems. They're really easy to DIY. Most people don't even get someone else to install them because they're that easy. Just choose the closet system that works for you, whether that is a wire one, a wooden one, anything like that. And you don't have to knock down walls and turn into Bob DeBiller to get these taken care of. Work with the space you already have. You have no idea how reconfiguring your closet is really going to improve how you live in the space. In our case, we didn't do a whole closet system, but that's coming soon. But what we did is we took out our wire shelving racks and we put up actual poles, and we used the vertical space in our closet. It was such a slight change, but it actually allowed us to use 15 feet of closet as opposed to just 7 feet of closet. Now, all of my blazers and all of my lots and lots of clothes that you guys know that I have actually have a place to go, and now they're never wrinkled because they're always perfectly hung up. To do a project like this, just make sure you have a stud finder, you have a good drill, because when you're dealing with those metal studs, speaking from experience, it can really be super annoying. But this project is really gonna change the game. When someone comes to buy your house and you have a beautiful closet system in there, that might be what sells them. Even if you don't have a walk-in closet, if there's a designated place for people to put their clothes, or maybe they don't need a new dresser or a really heavy nightstand and they don't have to clutter up their room for storage, they're going to be more inclined to take your pace as opposed to someone else's. The next easy DIY home upgrade is your basic landscaping. No, you don't have to turn into Rosemary and Thyme. Guys, do you know what that is? Do you watch British television? If you don't, you should start. There like these amazing horticulturalists, but I digress. Basic landscaping is super important. I'm not saying that you have to have the most beautiful garden in the world. Get some bushes, get things that don't require too much effort but look good, but the landscaping is important. It doesn't matter how beautiful the inside of your home is. If your home does not have curb appeal, that person's not going to go inside. You have no idea how many times I've been with my friends or my clients and they're looking at a home and they're like, that's not the home for me, even though the pictures online might be perfect. Taking that extra step and making that outdoor space look good is so important. And it's not just about looking good. Honestly, a lot of the times, the more basic, the better, because the next person who moves in wants to be like, oh, this is manageable for me. This is something that I can take care of. Something they did where I live, they actually got rid of all the flowers and they put down rocks. Now, I'm not sure I agree with that, because it doesn't have the same curb appeal. It doesn't feel as homey. But doing something really simple like bushes or flowers that are really easy to maintain can really impact the way a space feels. Plus, it's gonna make your neighbors a lot happier with you, because we all have an HOA here, right? We all have that in our communities, and you don't want to make anyone upset. You want the neighborhood to look really nice and manicured, so that basic landscaping is going to keep your home looking fantastic. Again, a lot of these easy DIY home upgrades are mostly about adding an additional thought. People want to feel like a home has charm, like you've put some thought into it. So the landscaping, the painting, all of those things shows that you care a lot about this space. And showing care is so important to people because it's not just a house, it's a home. When it comes to the basic landscaping, you have to be sure to do your research. Look up what plants thrive where you live. You have to think about your climate. You also need to think about how low maintenance those plants are. Are they low maintenance plants? Are they going to require you to be out there every Saturday? You need to know to make sure that you have time to take care of those things. You also need to make sure that those plants are native to your area. Just because something looks good doesn't mean you should introduce it. If you don't know what an invasive species is, it's not a good thing. So you need to do a little bit of research before you do this basic landscaping, but it's really easy for you to do. Just head to your local hardware store or nursery, pick up those plants, and you will be good to go. Plus, it's a really great bonding opportunity for your family. It's something you can all do together, and a lot of times people take this opportunity also to create a little garden where you can grow your own food, which is a super great and very sustainable. This is another easy DIY home upgrade that I've done myself. I added in a backsplash. So backsplashes are kind of controversial. People are saying that subway tile is out. I disagree. I don't think it's ever going to be out. But a backsplash not only looks good because it really brings your design style upward. Yes, Kiva is repeating the same thing over again, and I repeat for emphasis. You want the things that tie in your design style, especially since the kitchen is the part of the home that doesn't often reflect the design style. Click here to check out my most recent video on that, but adding that backsplash is going to carry your style throughout your home. Say you have a ton of blue in your home, right? And your kitchen's all white. Maybe you'll have a beveled subway tile that has maybe some blue bordering or something like that. It'll really make your space feel cohesive and continue your color palette in your kitchen. Now, the backsplash isn't just decorative. Backsplashes are also very valuable when it comes to cooking, right? So I don't know about you, maybe you don't use any oil at all, but if you use any oil, if anything ever splatters, grease, salad dressings, anything like that, you stain your walls. Those beautiful walls that you just painted, they get stained, and stains are really, really hard to come out. And you know what? Stains just don't look cute. They don't sell. They don't look sexy. No one's ever like, oh, this stained wall is it for me. Stained glass, not stained wall. So a really easy way to prevent the staining of the walls and having to repaint all the time and sand all over the time is to add a backsplash. They're really easy to wipe down. All you need is some soap and water. Sometimes you just need water and a microfiber towel, and it'll take you a super long way. We also want to do upgrades to our home that make our lives easier, right? So if we have to spend less time cleaning those walls because we have a backsplash, we can spend more time doing the things that we love. Now, putting in a backsplash is super easy. I did ours, and it was the first DIY project I ever did. All you need is some adhesive, some grout, some tiles, and a tile saw, and you'll be good to go. If you don't even want to use a tile saw, you could actually get those sheets of tile. They make it a lot easier because you have a lot of tile put together already. You just put them on the wall, you make them fit. You'll have to cut a little bit. You could actually use maybe a manual tile saw or a wet saw, and you'll be good to go. And plus, your home is going to feel a lot more homey. Think about the designers that you love. Joanna Gaines, Shay McGee, Leanne Ford. They always have the backsplashes. They always have that because it adds so much charm and it has so much utility. The next DIY home upgrade that is going to improve your home is restoring those hardwood floors. So a ton of people have hardwood floors because that's just what people used to use, but sometimes they look ugly. Sometimes we cover them in wall-to-wall carpet. Please never do that. Never cover them in wall-to-wall carpet. What I need you to do is restore those floors. Hardwood floors are so expensive. Hardwood floors are so expensive, and they are so very beautiful. So instead of covering them up with wall-to-wall carpet or putting down some vinyl, which just isn't as valuable and just doesn't feel as high-end as wood, restore those floors. Now, of course, you can hire out and have someone do it for you, but if you were unaware, at your local hardware stores, you could actually rent equipment. You can rent just about anything from those stores, so you can rent the tools that you need to restore your floors. Sure, it might take a few days, but it's really going to transform your space, and it's actually going to make those floors look absolutely brand new. A lot of the time, people don't like their floors because they become too dark, they have too much black in them, or they have like a film on them, but that's just from wear and tear. If you restore them, they will be right to their former glory, and you can actually restain them if you want to. Don't get rid of those hardwood floors, expose them, see how you can work with them instead of opting for something like carpet carpet or vinyl that just doesn't carry as much value. Plus, over time, I know we like wall-to-wall carpeting in the bedroom sometimes, but it's much better to have hardwood floors because they're a lot more versatile. You can really lean into your design style that way. You have no idea how many clients I have who are like, oh, Kiva, I want my room to feel like this, but I have this cream rug and I can't have the style I want with this. Have the hardwood floors and add a rug on top. Layer so many rugs. You can do whatever you want. It really keeps the possibilities endless as opposed to the carpet. Now, if you have to have vinyl, there's nothing wrong with that. But if you have the floors, try to restore them first. I promise you it's going to be worth it. And when you restore it, you can't say I'm going to get a splinter because that won't be a problem either. Okay guys, that's it for today's video. Those were 6 easy and affordable DIY home upgrades that are guaranteed to increase the value of your home. The value of your home not only is going to increase, your house is going to finally feel like home. Are you going to do any of these DIY home upgrades? Have you done them before? How did it go? Let's chat about it down in the comments. If you're interested in trying out Benjamin Moore paint, be sure to click the link down in my description box and head over to their website to order your paint samples directly to your home. I'm telling you guys, you can try the paint in your home and you can get started on your DIY paint project ASAP. If you liked today's video, please don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and check me out on Instagram. And until next time, have a beautiful day.